The mission of Stone Mantel is to help companies to create meaningful brand experiences. That's our mission. And we came by that because we really do believe that companies need to create experiences, and that's what consumers are looking for. They're looking for experiences that matter. The key difference between what we do and what other companies do is we start with frameworks that were built for experiences, and most companies don't. We're designing time well spent. That's different than designing a product. That's different than designing a service. We're really focused on the time that consumers spend with your company, trying to make sense of that and make it more beneficial.
Well, you know, I met Dave Norton back in, I think, 1998 or 1999. But eventually he contacted me because of a particular project that he was doing with a cruise company with Royal Caribbean. And he wanted some help in thinking about how could they really turn around their business, a particular component of that, which in fact their private island. You know, so he hired me to work with him, and we made truly a great difference with that company and what they were looking for. And he's done a fantastic job. You know, he's really defined a methodology that allows companies to garner insights that they would never get any other way.
I think that there's a lot of companies out there talking about experiences, and basically they have a model that's built on advertising or product design or whatever the history of their firm was, then they just glommed on with experiences.
You know, one of the great things about Stone Mantel is that they develop wonderful insights. They work directly with companies and then with their consumers to develop insights based on what those consumers are really looking for. And that's something that I've never done before. You know, I tend to work in speeches and workshops and some episodic consulting at a very high level. But with Stone Mantel, I now can get into the trenches and truly understand what is going on in customers' minds. What are they seeking? What are the jobs that they want done? And develop those insights with them. And that's something that I love to do. You know, you get in there, you roll up your sleeves, and you figure it out directly with the customers themselves.
We're not just about capitalizing upon experiences. We really want to make a difference in people's lives, and I think we've been very successful at that. But that feels good at the end of the day. So the Mantel Method is Stone Mantel's proprietary methodology that allows us to discover new opportunities for consumers, define the requirements for the experience, demonstrate the value that's going to be created, and then help an organization to act, to really accomplish the things that they want to accomplish. I came up with the Mantel Method after doing years of research in my doctorate program on context, just trying to understand how people experience things in a contextual type of an environment. And then I was introduced to Joe Pine's work and began to use his frameworks and apply them to the methodologies that we've created. And what it allows us to do is to really understand what consumers are looking for, to really go deep.
The Mantel Method is a great way of uncovering deep consumer insights into what they're looking for, into how they behave, into what they seek from companies. And that would allow us to discover dimensions of sacrifice that we can then use to customize our offerings to them. But not only that, is that we can use the Mantel Method in an ongoing way to continually discover new insights, to follow our customers wherever they might go over time, so that we're always thinking about where they are today and what we can do differently for them as individuals.
Companies, when they're producing experiences, they have to address customer service. They have to address what happens in their physical places. They have to address technology. All of these things have to be coordinated, managed, and produced together, and that's what we're able to accomplish.
One of the things I think that we can aim the Mantel Method at is discovering those dimensions of customer sacrifice. You know, I call it common uniqueness. You know, where do customers differ in what they're looking for along some particular dimension. And the Mantel Method, by doing this deep customer research, by working directly with them, can uncover these dimensions that allows us to then figure out how are we going to provide an offering that satisfies a wide number of customers along any particular dimension.
People buy the Mantel Method because they want the insights. I think we're very, very good at creating deep insights that they've never had before into what customers want. And we compete against the big guys. We compete against Deloitte, we compete against IDEO, and we win. Because once a company has gone through the Mantel Method, they're transformed. They're turned into something different. They think different. They act different. They approach problems in a very different way. And they want to keep doing that. They want to keep that up. When I think about client outcomes, I think about the time that we spend with our clients out in the field, in people's homes, in their places of work, observing, talking to them, really getting to know who their customers are. And I have seen CMOs changed by having that one-on-one contact that occurs as we go out, we visit with people, we ask them in-depth questions, and we really begin to understand them. It changes their world.
You know, I've been incredibly impressed with the results that Stone Mantel has gotten in working with its clients. You know, Dave Norton and I were with a client just last week, and we were going over some of the insights that other companies gained so they could see what the possibilities were, and it was just amazing stuff. I mean, the way they zeroed in on the things that really made a difference with their clients' customers and developed insights and also a way to present those that you can see what you're going to do differently and how this is going to affect what companies have done.
We can quantifiably show that companies' bottom lines will be improved and that they will increase in revenue. One of the clients that we worked with was able to identify a new series of products based on the work that we had done that led to multi-million-dollar revenue streams for them. And we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars that they were able to generate from the work that we had done.
You know, there's a number of reasons why companies should work with Stone Mantel versus others. You know, one is that you have a company that is grounded in the experience economy, that understands all of the frameworks that Jim Gilmore and I came up with and putting into that book, understands what is going on in the world and what that shift means for customers. But then they have a method of being able to use those frameworks combined with customer insights that allows companies to figure out things that they never would before. If you work with Stone Mantel, you will gain insights that is just simply not possible in any other way.
We absolutely do the best work in the field. And part of the reason that we can say that is because we have proof. We have quantitative proof. And we've seen over the last 5 years that the companies that have utilized the concepts that we've developed, the research that we've done, and implemented the experiences that have been created from that have had greater return on investment. Their customers are more loyal. There's lots of powerful things that have come out of the work that we've done.